Do it again.
Yeah, we coming now. Come on. Yeah, that's right. We put it down. It's like a family in here, just a little disabled. Putting it down, we lay them out on the table. Yeah. Who's in the house? The brothers in the house. Gotta turn it on out, let you know what we about. Kinda like Cain and Abel, a bit unstable. Don't be breaking the brain, break the whole damn table. How we shut it down, we give them a blast. Keep it real dope, just using they ass. That's right. We put it down. Yeah, we in the house. Yeah, come on. Okay. Hypnotized in a trance, gotta make them dance. Jump in the pit, now throw up your hands. Having a party, beat blast on the mic, spitting lyrics from my tongue, bringing the hype. The door's wide open, do you dare to come in? Battle with the boys, mess with us with a sing. So who's up next? Let's gather around the table. Lay your ass flat, let you know that we're able. Coming down, come on. We coming down, come on. Yeah, that's right. We put it down. Yeah, we in the house. Yeah, come on. Okay. You know, shut it down. It's like a family in here, just a little disabled. Putting it down, lay him out on the table. Who's in the house? The brothers in the house. Gotta turn it on out, let you know what we about. Kinda like Cain and Abel, be a bit unstable. Don't be breaking the brain, we break the whole damn table. How we shut it down, we give them a blast. Keep it real though, just using they ass. Hypnotized in a trance, gotta make them dance. Jump in the pit, now throw up your hands. Having a party, beat blast on the mic, spitting
What's happening, everybody, and welcome to the Suplex Syndicate, where I am joined every week by 30 Spray J and the Hardcore Legend Sasquatch. And brothers, how you doing? How was your weekend?
I'm doing fantastic. You know, outside of this little chest injury I'm dealing with, but it is what it is. But outside of that, I'm blessed, man. It's been a great week. What's going on, Jay?
Well, I had the weekend off. Got to spend time with the kids. I have to go back to work tomorrow, and then 2 more days off, and then I have to work the rest of the week. So it's slowly, I'm just maintaining.
Nice.
What about you, Santa?
Not too bad. I actually worked all weekend. I had a gun show this morning. Worked till about 3 o'clock my time. Got home about 5. Got ready for the show. I've had a wonderful week, and I always look forward to this show because I love all the shenanigans that we pull on this wrestling show.
We need a pew-pew soundbite.
Pew, 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 pew. Because you know nothing is faster than pew, right?
Right.
Pew, 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 pew. There you go.
which kind of leads to one of the people on our list this week. Bang 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 bang
Pew, pew.
bang bang. Well,
totally different guy.
we got a couple people in the chat. We got Jay Summers. What's happening, Jay Summers? What's going on, brother?
Jay, your order will be coming up as soon as I get off here. I'm gonna fulfill it and be out the door.
We got Bearded Funhouse. What's going on, brother? And we got one of the fellow Monday Night Mayhem brothers. We got Bishop. What's going on, Bishop?
Bishop.
And
my second favorite short person.
Man. We got Phil. What's going on, Phil? What's going on, brother?
Frankie.
We got Frankie. What's going on, Frankie? How you doing?
What's going on, Phil?
And we got Ikibo Gawatski. What's going on, brother? Thanks for joining us.
What's going on, E?
So we're not really going to go over Monday Night Raw and SmackDown from last week. We're going to go straight forward to a Triple H called the second WrestleMania, the pay-per-view that was going to have so many surprises and was going to go so awesome. It was going to feel just like WrestleMania. So, shall we dig into the? Should I call it the disappointing pay-per-view?
I mean, yeah. I mean, yesterday was which one? There was two of them on yesterday, and they were
Well,
both really disappointing. Which one do you want to go with?
Well-
The more disappointing one or the least disappointing one that had more blood?
we'll stick with the World Wrestling Entertainment one.
All
How's that? All right. What's happening, Lee?
This show overall was like a high D plus, a low C minus. Like it had one good match.
Right.
Well, I should say maybe 2 out of
Right.
5.
Before
Right.
we talk about the show, how was the presentation of the show? Because I didn't get to see it, obviously. So
Oh, apparently you're not the only one. People that actually had the all access pass or the app, still there were some people that couldn't even get it. So like, by the way, unofficially, I can't recommend this, but if you had a VPN and you like, I watched it on this little laptop I'm on now, turned the VPN on, went through Canada, I got to stream it through Netflix for free. So it was. I'm not unofficially use a VPN, save yourself $30 a month.
all right.
Right.
Unofficially.
Right.
Well, the first match to annihilate everything, John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. Who did we say was going to get pummeled, smashed, suplexed everywhere?
You know what?
Ragdoll.
I was gonna say you wouldn't know if you would have listened to the promo that he had cut. What was that, Friday night?
Right.
He cut a really high energy for John Cena promo. That was actually really good. He got the crowd into it. Now that actually, since he's gone back to the baby face, I really wish they wouldn't have turned him heel, because now that 4 months that they had, it's just now everything is killing everything. It's
Right.
No,
they had so much more fun and did so much more if you just kept him as a face.
Right.
Heel didn't happen. That's what they want you to believe. The heel didn't happen. It was a fairy dream.
Yep.
Right.
So Lesnar dominated, hitting at least 6 F5s.
Yeah, that was
at least.
Like Cena had like 30 seconds of offense, and it was painful to watch. I'm like, because it was just like picking up a wet rag after a while.
Well, as 30 Spray J would say, I was there for it. I was wanting to see this because in my mind, the past that Brock's been in, he jobbed to Cody Rhodes and he jobbed to Roman Reigns. If you're going to bring this guy back and you're going to make him the Beast, then let him be the Beast and destroy people, which we all know he can.
Yep.
And I think that kind of showed everybody again, this is Brock Lesnar. He is the man. I mean, the guy's got 4X gloves, okay? The guy's sitting at probably, what's your best guess, guys? I'm going to guess he's around 320 pounds now. He is a big boy now.
But,
okay.
I also think he might be on the juice too, because
he
had a belly, but he also had a 6-pack.
There's juice and there's testosterone. He's 48.
I mean, true.
Well,
he also had a vein I've never seen pop out on somebody's chest either, which was kind of weird.
Well, let's put it this way. There are a lot of people in wrestling on performance enhancement drugs. So, I mean, if he is, he is. But is he really? I mean, it's not like UFC where he's actually competing, right?
Yeah.
So, but I think, and people might disagree with me, but I think it was a good move to have him totally destroy John Cena, because that sets the pace for him. Okay, because if he would have had a hard time with John Cena, then you're like, oh well, he's really not a beast. You know what I'm saying? Or if John would have beat him. But I think they're bringing him back. There's more ahead for him. Something's going to be going on. Yeah.
we were talking about this earlier. Since Cena lost, we have a feeling that Lesnar is going to be Cena's last opponent in like a month and a half, in December. So, like, I have he's gonna get his win back. You know what I mean? So, which should be interesting. And then he said something. What, the first time they wrestled was back in 2002, back in OVW, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Just thinking, that is nuts alone. You know,
the fact that Cena's retiring and Brock is still going, because to me, Brock Lesnar made Cena into what he is today. Like, that feud back when I was a kid. The Attitude Adjustment, everything was based off of Brock Lesnar tearing Cena apart.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Like,
what about that next match?
Well, hold on before we move on.
Go ahead.
There was the other cool thing that happened.
Which was
Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
And introducing, right? So
did not see that coming at all.
Well, if you watched SmackDown on Friday night, at the end of it, Brock Lesnar came in the back after he had crushed Michael Cole and them, right? And he ran into Paul Heyman, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed. And Brock Lesnar looked at Paul Heyman straight in the face and said, "We need to talk later." Okay? So I was like, okay, something's going on here, right? And then, you see the announcer go through everything with John Cena, the never seen 17, GOAT all time. And right before she was about to announce Brock, Paul starts.
Yeah. Exactly. And
so
I
stuff on the horizon.
Yeah, I kind of missed that intro of his. You know what I mean? Like, him doing his own intro didn't have the same feel or gravitas as what Heyman does. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
So,
right.
But yeah, that was it was, like I said, it was kind of sad to watch him get thrown around like that. But they're leading up to a bigger story with him and Brock. So
I just seen I seen the memes of the kids crying and the parents have to tell them it's okay. They're supposed to do this.
Well, you know what? The only thing that was really kind of bad, and I kind of feel it, is when you watch Cena's entrance, and he had like 30 kids dressed up like him in the entrance,
giant bananas,
and you kind of wonder if he told them all backstage, "Now listen, kids, I am going to get ragged up. I'll be okay. Don't cry."
I was going to say, in that promo that he cut on Friday, he did say that he was afraid of Lesnar, which you would be stupid to say if you weren't afraid of him.
Right.
Because he could damn near be the alpha male of all alpha males in the world, you know?
Right.
So,
yeah. But alrighty, Jay, what was next?
I think the next match was the Bronze division versus the Uso Penitentiary of the Usos.
Yeah, that entrance, because before the match even started, Jay and Jimmy went in this long spiel about ESPN and all this jazz that nobody cared about, and it's just their entrance, I think legitimately lasted longer than the Cena Lesnar match, which is kind of weird, It just took them forever to get down to the ring, and then Jay had to do his rewind, which, to be honest with you, I'm getting sick of.
Right. Well, you got to remember, Sasquatch, it's kind of like 30 Spray Jay when he does the unpaid promotional. They were just giving, ESPN, their promotional paid sponsor, the due, making them feel welcome and wonderful for being.
No, none of that, Jay. This is a no eat zone. No.
Eat.
No. Okay, I'm leaving. Deuces, I'm out. Bye.
Wait a minute. Here's
I'm out.
Here's
I love how your initials are THC when you turn off your screen, though. Thank you.
I did it just for you, Jay. Just for you, right?
No, but I don't know. I think they took a play out of their cousin's book, Roman Reigns, because when he was champion, that entrance, man,
Yeah.
I timed it one time. It was like 14 minutes before anything ever started. But
I mean, couldn't be any longer than his last match.
well, yeah.
That Paris match legitimately lasted 15 minutes.
Surprised though, LA Knight was the special guest referee. They haven't done a special guest referee in quite some time.
Right.
So what side does LA Knight lay on? He hates everyone except for Jimmy. Jimmy's cool.
Right.
Well, that kind of played it into the Usos' hands because he didn't let anybody use anything illegally, but Jimmy did.
Yep. It was all chair shots behind his back and all that jazz.
You know, one thing I think was kind of interesting is so Jimmy and Jay haven't tagged in a while, right? They have not tagged. And something I noticed and when I watched it, there was no ring rust between them on their tag movements together. Like when they were doing the moves together, I'm like, man, they haven't tagged in how long? And it's like they were tagging yesterday.
Exactly.
So pretty cool to see that they still have, their skill set with each other wrestling as a tag team. And I gotta tell you, I want to see more of the Usos tagging together. I really like them as a tag team.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think that if you were to put the titles in between the Brawns and the Usos and make that a good long all the way to WrestleMania feud, that would be great. But we'll get to that later. The match alone, it was a lot of back and forth, a lot of great moves on either side. You got Braun Breaker, who's going to spear the hell out of you. And such a short, like sometimes he does 2 rope runs and other times he does a single rope run, and it is still so impressive.
Still so powerful either way.
Yes. Right. As big as Bronson is, I mean, the man can move.
Yeah.
So it was a decent match. I didn't get to see it as much. The only thing I did get to see is the fact that when the Brawns were pinning, the the table that Jimmy went through in the turnbuckle just conveniently folded over him.
And then there was one spot where Jay, he was using a chair, I think on Bronson.
Yep.
And I think the leg of the chair caught him in the forehead and went down his face.
Yeah.
And so after the match, he's laying there. And legitimately, they had to help him out and cover his face. So I don't exactly know what happened, because I watched a replay of it a couple of times, and the angle that it was from, I couldn't see what happened. Excuse me, and so I'm not quite for sure exactly how he got hurt, but after he hit the chair shot, he started bleeding all over the place.
Right.
So, and it wasn't real rough because nobody broke out the black gloves.
Right. That this feud isn't over by a long shot.
Did you like how when the Bronze came down, they were wearing the black leather jackets with the spikes like Braun Breaker's dad used to wear, Rick Steiner?
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, they had the logos on the back.
And I think the funniest part of the match was, one of them that I thought is when Braun Breaker tried to argue with LA Knight, and LA Knight mocked him by doing the thing. It was like how he freaks out. Yeah. I was dying laughing. I'm like, and he did it spot on, man. It was hilarious.
You know what? The best part of that was actually not even. I want to say it was before the match, where both Brawns and Paul Heyman were being interviewed, and Braun Breaker called out a guy, and then come to find out it was a woman, and Paul Heyman's he says, I'm sorry, me being a plus size woman myself, I lost it as soon as I heard that. I was like, oh, that's hilarious. Just cracking on the crowd, and the crowd's just eating it up, and I'm like, oh my god.
Right.
I don't know. I may have to bite the bullet. I mean, I have Disney and Hulu. I may just have to delete everything and try to get that package deal.
Right.
But
excuse me.
The next match, I'll leave this over to you, Sasquatch. It was Io Sky and Stephanie Vancouver.
Yeah, I was gonna say
for
this
the
match
vacant
what,
women.
yeah, which I didn't realize, and throughout
Yeah.
all the weeks, I didn't
Right.
realize that this was for the title, like the
Right.
actual title itself, because I knew they were trying to do a contract signing, and I was expecting some sort of tournament like they normally do. No, they
Right.
just had the top 2 contenders, I guess, for the title, which I'm okay with. And this match, to be honest with you, hands down, was the best match of the show.
Right.
Actually, it was probably the best match. Yeah, I was, I'm confident enough saying it. It was the best match of the day. From
I'd
both
agree.
shows.
I'd agree.
And
Yep.
it was very hard fought. Stephanie injured Io's leg and kept on going after it. At one point, she got an arm bar outside the ring and was hanging upside down with the arm bar. Like, oh, it was
Right.
it was brutal, but in a great way where
Right.
it made sense. It wasn't like, oh, we're just gonna do all this stuff. No, told a story.
Right.
They were both targeting each other's body
Right.
parts,
Right.
and it worked out really well. And
Right.
Stephanie did. Who was that? Like a corkscrew off the top.
Spiral tap,
Oh
Spiral
my God,
tap.
that was
Yeah.
probably one of the best.
and it was beautiful.
Oh yeah, one of the best moves I've ever seen from the top rope. It just
Right.
and the way the way that they framed it, they caught it perfectly, and there was other things that they caught perfectly too.
Well, not only was the match eventful, but it was full of cake.
so
yeah.
much cake,
So much cake.
so much cake.
So much cake.
Yeah, wasn't expecting that. That particular cameraman needs to be in the
Yeah.
hall.
Right.
So,
I'm here for it.
there you go. There you go.
Yes, indeed. But I would definitely agree with you. That was probably the best match of the weekend
Yeah.
between both
Oh,
shows. Best match.
Absolutely would.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's just, and then, like I said, they did a couple. Stephanie did a couple of dragon corkscrews on her knee, and legitimately, if you watch them, they look like they hurt. And
Yeah, they
so, like, either they're really, really great sellers at what they do, or that actually legitimately hurt Io.
Right.
And it was a great match. I wish more matches were like this. They actually told a story from the beginning to the end.
Right.
And each of them got their stuff in.
The only thing I didn't like, sorry, but the only thing I didn't like about how you're saying it told a story. The last few weeks, it's been about Io Sky and Rhea and the Kabuto twins and everything. Why didn't they put Stephanie in the middle of something like?
Yeah, because they had kept Stephanie off TV for like the last month and a half.
No.
But Rhea's been on TV all the time. I guess they want to get somebody up and new, or newer. Because I mean, Rhea's your number one female star. Don't get me wrong, but
here's something we don't know either: is the draft is supposed to happen soon,
right?
So who knows with the storytelling and who's going where, what's going to happen? Yeah.
So
the next match would be the mixed tag teams of CM Punk and AJ Lee, husband and wife, versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch, husband and wife.
So I got to tell you, I'm not going to lie. That was my. I went and took a shower match. Here's my thing. To me, it was filler material. I did watch it. I went back and watched it. I'm like, boy, this match could have been over with in like 5 or 10 minutes, but it kept on going and going. And the gimmick moves they were doing on each other and all this, I'm like, really? And AJ Lee did not look good moving around. She missed a lot of stuff. You could tell she's rusty, right? And you're just going and you're like, come on, like this is dragging. Like it could have been done so many times. To me, it was just filler material.
By the way, huge shout out to AJ Lee for saying I'm a crazy Puerto Rican from New Jersey. I might shank you on Friday, which I lost. I'm sorry, I lost my shit.
Right.
That was hilarious.
Right.
But I personally liked it. Like I didn't like the beginning, the beginning of the match where they were like, "Oh, I don't want to wrestle you." Someone attacked me. I was like,
right.
Okay. That's what happens with mixed tag team,
And I also don't like that the women can beat the snot out of the men, but the men can't touch the women. because domestic violence doesn't go either way.
Right.
Thank
You
you.
know, I would say this is I have no problem if it would have been like either a Seth Rollins versus CM Punk match or an AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch match. To me, having that mixed tag team match was just such. To me, it was a waste of time. What the reason, what for, and who really cares was my.
I mean, you couldn't, because of the rust that AJ Lee had, you couldn't throw her into a match by herself yet.
Sure.
I think she signed a 3-year deal, so she's going to be around for a while, which is great.
What?
It's fine.
Why?
I think I might be wrong about that, but that's what I thought I heard. So,
see, we talked about this, but after this storyline, like she's a low mid card for any female. Like all the good female wrestlers that we have coming in. I don't see AJ Lee.
I mean,
and I respect AJ Lee from back in the day, but I just don't see her standing toe to toe with Stephanie.
Let me ask you guys a question. This brings up a thing. Okay. If you have these legends, these women that are coming back and want to wrestle, right? Why not have a legend division?
True.
Because nobody wants to watch that.
Nobody wants.
No offense. Nobody wants to watch that. Then why would anybody want to watch her come back now?
You see a legend face one of the up and coming or established stars that's new and fresh. But with the legends like roster, would you want to see a Trish versus Nikki?
I don't want to see a Trish wrestle anybody. I don't want to see a Nikki wrestle anybody. You're done. Go sit down. Work in the back. Help the new girls out. But to me, you have to know when the time is time.
I don't mind watching them wrestle.
There's plenty of cake, Jay. There's plenty of other cake. Don't worry. But what I'm saying though is we've seen these ladies wrestle. It'd be like this. Imagine if Ric Flair said today, "I'm going to make another run at WWE." Nobody wants to see it, dude.
Yeah, but he's also like 80 though. So,
but think about this though is when you look at shelf life nowadays when it comes to wrestlers, right? Because it's different, right? Nikki, Trish, AJ, right, dude. Old news. Like, please, let these new girls do what they're gonna do. You know what I mean? I don't think there's a reason they need to come back. I don't care to see Trish take on an up and comer. I don't care to see AJ Lee take on one. It's boring because you already know what's going to happen. They're going to lose.
And to piggyback off of that, you can't have somebody like Stephanie back here do an amazing move that hasn't been seen in a long time, if ever, like that, and then watch AJ Lee do the Black Widow.
Right.
I mean, like I said, I had no problem with it. With the match itself, I actually liked the match. I will say, I was up since 3:30 yesterday morning. So when that match came on, it was like 8:30, 9 o'clock. I'm old. I was tired. I fell asleep through half of it. I had to watch it this morning, the rest of it. But like I said, I had no problem with it. I was actually thinking this yesterday, that I went back and I started watching that TV show, that behind the scenes TV show that
yeah.
And they were talking about the Hell in a Cell with Punk and Rollins, and it was Punk's idea about the cage, the head in the cage, and seeing it be pulled back. So when Punk is actually done wrestling, which will probably be in the next 2 years,
right?
I can see him moving to the backstage and thriving back there. Because I saw what he did with AEW in that one TV show he was on. That was his TV show, and he ran it, and it was better than was a Collision or a Dynamite. It was better than Dynamite. So I can see it, and I can see in this match, which was his spots and which was other people's spots. They call it. So,
well, the thing is, if you took like AJ Lee and you took Trish and you took Nikki Bella, if you put them behind the scenes, right, because obviously, they were really good at what they did, knew how to run the crowd. If they were backstage teaching these newer ladies coming up, hey, start doing this, start doing that, or working with them, I think that's where they need to be. You know what I'm saying? Because they obviously have a lot of knowledge that they can share to these ladies.
At least 2 of the 3 would be yes. The only one I wouldn't say to put it behind the scenes would be Nikki Bella, because
Right.
no, like Trish and AJ, I could see that because they were stars. Trish has been stars for 30 years. I remember watching her in the 90s.
Right.
So she can teach, and I think she has a school.
Right.
I think it is. So
sorry.
Go ahead.
What I like about, and I appreciated it back in the day because obviously sex sells, but a lot of the legend women got popular because of Sports Illustrated and the bikini calendars and the WWE divas pictures and Playboy and all that. What I like about the female wrestlers coming out now, yes, they're sexy, yes, there's cake, yes, there's nice outfits, but these women aren't exploiting themselves to be, they are actually athletic, they are actually wrestling.
Right.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
and here's where you got to look at it. Everything evolves, right? There's an evolution, right? So I'll use one of our favorite that we don't know if she's going to be good or not, but let's take Jade Cargill, for instance, right? Back in the day, she could have easily ran through all 3 of the ones that we just listed with no problem.
Yep.
So if that's the case, why do we really need these ones coming back now? Because they really don't have a chance against these girls. Realistically, they don't. They can't perform like them. They can't move like them. I mean, Jay, you brought up a valid point. That finisher of that match, that Black Widow move, you're like, so how many finishing moves got done, and all of a sudden this weak Black Widow move comes on, and that's the tapper.
Yeah.
I mean, just my subjective view, just mine. So
and that was another thing that I actually liked about AJ's finish. It's different. It's not like the super flashy, over the top finisher like a lot of them are doing now. Something off the top, or the Superman punch or whatever. It's not like that. It's more clinical, and you're doing stuff to set that up. And I think it's refreshing where it's not an overly flashy move, and you lock it in, and you're locked in.
But my point is how many different finishers did they use on each other through that match? And then this was it. And then this was it. The Black Widow was it.
Yeah, they all used each other's finishers on them. At one point, they were all getting curb stomped by each other. But that unfortunately, that is part of the business now, where everybody has to do everybody else's move, and yet you'll never finish the match with your opponent's move, because I haven't seen that in a while. And hell, or you might see somebody else's move set on a different show. So
here we go.
Exactly.
Next match, Jay.
The last one was the main event: Cody Rhodes, champion, versus Drew McIntyre for the undisputed WWE Championship. No longer the undisputed Universal WWE Championship.
Right.
I'm biased on this. Me personally, I would have loved to see Drew McIntyre win it. It's been too long, and the way that it ended, Drew McIntyre went for another Claymore, and then his ankle went out or whatever. It just such a weak ploy.
That whole match was just I didn't
it
care.
wasn't. Yeah,
it was just
I'll give you credit. This one, I would have watched the AJ, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Becky match 4 more times than watching this match.
Yeah,
that should have, to be honest with you, that one should have been the main event. It shouldn't have been this one.
I don't see some finishers are really realistic to a point of, oh wow, that could hurt. You could use it in real life.
Right.
I'm not a fan of the Cody Cutter.
Yeah.
I'm not. The Claymore, I'm sorry, Drew McIntyre is probably 2 times the size of Cody. I think that, it was just unrealistic that Cody beat Brock Lesnar, Cody beat Drew McIntyre.
Right.
He had his moment. He got to finish the story. He beat John Cena, fixed the heel problem that never happened.
Right.
Someone needs to beat Cody. and hopefully Brock comes and destroys Cody because there's unfinished business there.
Yeah, you know what? I actually thought Drew was gonna lose, or was gonna beat Cody,
Me too.
take the title, and then that was gonna be
Brock.
Cena's next match.
Right.
I personally thought that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, he hasn't fought Cena,
Right.
and like that would have made
Right.
sense as a champion.
Right. What I thought was going to happen was I thought McIntyre was going to win because Brock has unfinished business with him too.
Yeah.
And I thought he was going to go crush McIntyre and then
Yeah.
Cena and Brock last match. But my thing is this. Give it to McIntyre. They should have let McIntyre win. Here's my thing. The only way you make Cody Rhodes relevant now is turn him heel. Everybody is bored of seeing him. The story's done. Like, where are we going with this?
Exactly.
Like, turn heel, man. It's about time. Just turn heel.
And
And do
any
it.
time that a champion leaves to go film a
Right.
movie or something,
Right.
they have to vacate the title or an injury or whatever. Cody did
Right.
not. I mean, I get it was only like 2-3 weeks, whatever.
Right.
But
Right.
still, you could have left the title on Cena,
Yep.
and then stretched out this whole Cody thing later on.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Very much.
I think they're kind of missing out because if you look at Cody Rhodes, he always comes out in suits and he's well dressed and he's got the blonde hair, right? Why couldn't you turn him heel and do like a Ric Flair heel with him?
With the,
You know what I'm saying?
The chicken shit heel type of thing. Right?
Kind of.
See, the thing is, you can't because number one, he doesn't really cut that type of promo. Number two, nobody takes him
Right.
seriously with the list. You know,
Right.
and the
Yeah,
guy with the
whoa,
list,
whoa,
nobody
whoa,
can take him seriously with the list. But
You can't make fun of somebody's disability, okay?
hold on, did you not hear me just say I have a list? Did you not hear it?
Can't make your fun of yourself either. That's my
Oh,
job.
dude, if I can't make fun of myself, who's gonna make
Right.
fun of me? Like
Me.
you don't count.
But I mean, what I mean is not even just the way that Ric Flair was the arrogant, right? The arrogant heel. He's dressed nice. He's already wearing the Rolex, right? He's wearing suits. He's got that Rolex, right? Why not make him that arrogant playboy type heel like Ric Flair was for a while? Because
Cody doesn't have it in him. He doesn't.
I'll
I
tell you
think
what.
he does. I think he does. There was kind of a heel Cody
Right.
Rhodes in AEW, wasn't
Yeah.
there? Wasn't
Yeah,
he?
with the trench coat, it didn't work.
Not the trench coat, dark hair, suits. Brandy was on the side. I don't know. I don't watch AEW.
I was gonna say they booed him
Right.
because he was boring, not because he was bad. It was boring.
Well, you know what needs to happen? You know what needs to happen is just bring Enzo in. He can be the mouthpiece for him.
I was
and it's all
wondering
good.
when we
it was
went
all good,
36 minutes without
What a-
you bringing him up.
You know. I mean, you just got to think about it, Saskia. What do we got here? Do we got Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare?
Hey, AJ,
Huh?
AJ,
And you
AJ,
can't teach that.
You got that button, right? You
What
got the button. You got the button.
I'm not.
That button.
Oh, wow.
I said I wasn't pushing the button. You know what?
Yes, this is what I wanted all along. That was my plan. So yes, welcome to the Sasquatch show. Thanks for joining.
All right, and we're back. Sorry,
Oh,
guys.
pandemonium.
The Sasquatch show.
See,
though.
why is it that I'm the only one without the button? What the hell? What the hell? I'm the one that's keeping this train together, and I'm the one that doesn't have the button. What the hell? I'm like,
Sasquatch is the Paul Ellering of this Road Warrior show right here. He's the conductor, keeping us all together.
All right, so we got one for the e-meter. We've got 6 in the chat so far. How many times do you think Tactical Santa is going to mention our boy tonight? He says 4. I say
so. You know, let me ask you something. So they said that this was going to be a surprises, all that kind of stuff. So here's where I think they missed with WrestlePalooza. Why? So I tell you what, Sasquatch, you're gonna let me shake your head, and Jay's gonna smile. But why was the Wyatt 6 not on this pay-per-view? Why were they not on there?
Why was the tag team champions of any brand not on there?
Right.
Why was the intercontinental champion of either gender not on there?
But
Why
if you
did they only
notice,
have 5 matches? I don't know.
get rid of Chody Rose. If you notice, a lot of these pay-per-views lately don't have tag team matches
Right.
or championships. And back in the day, it used to be like, you used to have like this title match, this title match, this
Right.
title
Right.
match. And I'm here for that. I don't, even if, titles don't change, give me some
Right.
title matches.
Hell, the Night of Champions doesn't have.
Right.
This last Night of Champions had one title
One
defense,
title. Right.
which
But
made
see,
no sense.
here's my problem though. My thing is they keep building the Wyatt Six, and then they're on, and then they cool off. Then they're on and cool off. Why are they not letting them do what they're supposed to do?
I have a strong feeling this is all ESPN's hand. This is who they wanted.
Yeah.
Just because they're like, well, these are the people that are going to draw you the most amount of money and get you the most amount of people on the app. So that's probably why. Like even with that being said,
Right.
you're still missing Rhea, who would have drew
Right.
you money no matter what. You're missing
Right.
a couple of Dom would have drew you money.
Right.
You're missing a lot of people on there.
Right.
I have a
Right.
feeling this is the network that got their hands in it, and it sucks.
So, and here's the other thing that sucks is, so now you have ESPN pay-per-views, right, where they're going to dictate who's drawing what, right?
Yep.
Crown Jewel is in Riyadh, so they're going to handpick the wrestlers they want because there's certain wrestlers that they have to have there that draw money. So I wonder how bad this now is going to affect the storytelling, because when you have to be like, well, they're going to cherry pick these, so we have to make a story to include them in. How bad is it going to mess the storytelling up?
I hope not. I mean, you already got advertisement over advertisement on the ring, on the tables, on the
Right.
mic, on
Right.
the tables, on the crowd,
Right.
whatever. I mean, I get the long storytelling by Triple H, but some of it needs to connect eventually. Like,
Right.
I don't see the connections of the long story. I do, like, if you caught SmackDown, there was a segment with Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy,
Right.
and the Street Profits, and then Eric. So I'm hoping that, how they did Bray was, we're going to leave him hanging for a week or two. But
Right.
it just needs to be an every week thing. And,
Right.
when you got stories and cryptic messages and everything, like, you can't just let it
Right.
go for too long, because then it gets stale.
Right. Yeah, and that's the thing is so perfect setup, right? They had that thing. Why did they not have the Street Profits in them on this pay-per-view?
Yes, they weren't going to draw money. That's the thing. The Street Profits are not a name. A name. It wasn't going to draw them.
But the Wyatt Six, people get excited about.
They get excited about, but you got to remember, ESPN doesn't really care about getting the money from wrestling fans. They want to get money from the non-wrestling fans, the sports fans. That's what they're about. They don't care about the wrestling fans itself.
Right. So, I mean, I hate to say this, Jay, but I don't know. I kind of told you before about the Wyatt Six. It's like they're cursed, right? Everything that Wyatts do is that they give them some momentum, and then all of a sudden they're off air. They don't promote them. And I hate to say that, I hate to see it.
If they play it right, I would say, and I don't know. I haven't really seen Bo wrestle that well yet. He has a few matches. He is kind of decent. I would say if they played it right, they would do the same thing they did with Bray, and it would take a year for them to stretch out and then possibly put a championship on it. Then there's going to be more, because before Bray's passing, it wasn't every week Firefly Funhouse, some kind of segment. And that's where they're kind of doing it. They're doing small little segments and just leave, tidbits. And since the show is only 2 hours long now,
right?
It's like
something has to be cut. Yeah,
you only get 2 minutes for your promo. There you go.
Right.
The only thing that was highlighted about this WrestlePalooza was that it was the first WrestlePalooza under WWE. And the first since 2000, ECW used to do WrestlePalooza.
Right. Yep.
And speaking of ECW, but before we get to our next segment, guys, I just want to take a promo break and promote Elegant Sasquatch. Today's scent for me is New Money. Great beard products. You got oil, balms, washes.
Yep. The conditioner's coming out very, very soon.
You hear them.
Yep. Next month.
Is this still available, Sasquatch?
That one will be coming back. I've had a lot of people asking me for it. It will be coming back. Stuff's coming in the mail. The company I ordered for them is taking forever and ever to send me the stuff. So, but it will be it's coming back. So
check is in the mail, man. No.
Check is in the mail. So
check is in the mail.
But yes, it's Sasquatch Sunday. So yes, I like today.
You know, this brings up a thing, and yes and no. I think sometimes there are some storylines that are exclusive sometimes on social media platforms. But if you tune in, if you're regularly tuning in to Raw and SmackDown, you know the storylines. You know, but yeah.
Yep. Oh, yeah. You're right, Jay. My beard wash is on sale right now. So you want to save some money?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Don't mean to get off a tangent like I normally do.
No.
Yeah. So it is. I forget what it is. I think it's like 30%. I think 30% off. I'm wrong. Don't quote me on that.
Right.
But it is on sale right now. So.
You know, I just had a funny thought. So we have all these Chris's as small batch makers, right?
Yeah.
So if Chris, the Elegant Sasquatch, and Chris from True North were a tag team, because I hear Chris from True North is a pretty big guy too, right?
I hope so.
What would be the tag team name of you guys?
I don't know.
Could it be True Squatch? Sasquatch, True Sasquatch,
or the
Elegant North, or something.
The Elegant
like that?
North, I like that one.
The Elegant North.
I personally think you guys didn't do the paperwork when you were making a beard company, but that is one of the requirements that you have to be named Chris to start a company.
Oh.
That's true.
You know, in the spirit of tag teaming and everything out here, maybe you and True North should do a tag team wrestling set to promote the
we
True
should,
Sasquatch,
but you know what?
Elegant North.
He's too hardcore for me. I'm like. He was talking about me jumping off the roof onto a flaming table to promote it, and my whole body can't take that, man. Like, don't get me wrong, he's the one that put the roof on there, so that's not I'm worried about. And he built the table, so don't get me wrong.
Time out. It would only take you 2 steps to get on the roof.
I understand that, but coming off the roof, you got to get this 330-pound man off of a roof. Well, gravity doesn't work well in my favor.
Imagine the finishers and the moves, like, because Chris can. I got to say this right. True North Chris can swing a hammer. So yeah, you got the hammer punch. So I mean, this could be all sorts of cool wrestling.
And you got the elegant suplex.
You know what the thing is? I would get our opponent up, and then he would jump off the top and do a Superman hammer punch.
Right. Then the other part of this, though, is that you have Tara, who could be the manager.
Yep, absolutely.
There we go.
And then you got Finn, who could be Hornswoggle.
I don't know. We don't need a third person. A fourth person. Yeah. We need a manager. We don't need a fourth person.
We're trying to run a business here, okay?
I'm sorry, Jay.
The $1 million ideas that the Tactical Santa comes up with. You heard it here first, folks. Next year, you're going to see Chris from True North and Chris from Elegant Sasquatch on the WWE, and they're going to just wreak havoc on everybody.
Elegant North.
Look at this. Jay Summers says, I agree. TNBC and Elegant should do a wrestling collaboration. We've already got our first second right there, so got to make this happen, Chris. Got to make this happen.
Yeah. I see. I don't know if he's a one-man gang. I don't know if I can do anything with that, man. I'm gonna have to just beat him down enough to the point where he just wants to join me, and we can just go from there.
What's up, Ray?
What's going on, Smokey?
Yeah, what up, Smokey?
Right. All right. But, so we we did
Speaking
have
of
a list this week, right, guys?
we did. It is a 4-week list in the making. Yeah.
Yeah. Four
Four
shots fired.
weeks.
Shots fired.
Hey, it is what it is.
Right.
Let's get into it. We have our top hardcore wrestlers of all time.
Yes, very much so.
Sasquatch, take it over with your
And-
elegantness.
And we're this isn't any in order. This is just our top 5, and then we all gonna have a honorable mention.
Right.
So first on our list would be the hardcore man himself, Tommy Dreamer.
Yep.
There are so many Tommy Dreamer matches that he's gone through, tables he's gone through, kendo sticks he's gone through.
Wait, is he still alive?
He is.
Yeah.
Well, yes, he is still alive.
Does Paul Heyman know that?
I don't think he cares. You will notice a lot of these are ECW guys, so take it with a grain of salt, but it is what it is. The next on our list would be New Jack.
Yeah.
I don't know what else could we say about New Jack that hasn't already been said. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
New Jack.
I learned about New Jack through JCW, and when Insane Clown Posse had their video game of backyard wrestling.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good and bad things said about New Jack, but that man was definitely hardcore. R.I.P.
And I remember when he was in Smoky Mountain with the gangsters, and he used to just say some really weird, off the cuff, just to rile people up stuff. And he was, there's a fine line of being dangerous and being hardcore. He never walked that line. He was just dangerous all the time. He wanted to hurt people. Flat out. He wanted.
I don't think he was 100% there.
Oh, absolutely not. Plus, and then on top of that, he did some, mind-altering drugs, so that also didn't hurt.
Drugs bad. Okay.
I don't mean to talk bad about the dead, but it's already out there before he died. So
yeah.
The next would be the genocidal Sabu.
Yeah.
Sabu had to make our list just for the simple fact that this fool tore his tricep on barbed wire, took some duct tape, taped it back up, and finished the match. I mean, I don't know how much hardcore you can get with that.
Right.
So,
but if it was Enzo, he wouldn't have had that tear. Wouldn't let that happen.
No, he would have just knocked himself out on the bottom rope.
$20 is $20, man. $20.
All right. So the next one on our list would be Terry, Mr. Funk.
Yeah.
Yes. Him and I will always remember the empty match, even though it's not a hardcore match. The Jerry Lawler, Terry Funk match in the empty arena. And Terry Funk saying, my eye, you poked out my eye. That's just, yes.
So Ray Smokey says about New Jack, more dangerous than Goldberg.
Yes.
100%.
Goldberg didn't try to hurt people. New Jack tried to kill people.
Yeah. And he there was one time that they were fighting on top of a scaffolding, and there was tables set up, and New Jack was supposed to throw his opponent over the table. New Jack didn't want to do that. He threw him off and was trying to miss the ring altogether. And if it wasn't for the ropes, this guy would have died because he was 30 feet above the ring or whatever.
Right.
So, and going to the last and not least, as mentioned earlier, Mr. Pew Pew himself, Cactus Jack.
Yes, no, sir. No, that is a bang bang.
Bang bang. Yeah, not Mankind, not Mick Foley. No. Cactus Jack. Yeah, that the hardcore legend himself.
Right.
So, with that being said, that was our top 5. Now we're going to be doing our honorable mentions. So go ahead, Dino.
The whole ECW wrestling roster.
Oh man.
What you got, Jay?
Honorable mention, I'm going to say split personality of Cactus Jack, Mankind. If you don't know wrestling, you know wrestling because you've seen his fall from the Hell in Cell and through the Hell in Cell.
Yep.
Everybody's seen that.
Right.
And mine is the hardcore legend himself, Mr. the Worm, Norman Smiley. You know, the guy used to come out in a football helmet and football pads in WCW.
Right.
Oh no, you can't get any more hardcore than that guy.
He used to come down with the grocery cart filled with stuff too.
Yep.
Yeah, and he always had the pads.
Everyone took that.
Yes.
Everyone took that from him.
100%.
Right.
You couldn't get any more hardcore in the late 90s than
No.
Smiley. Right?
No.
Oh. He used to do. Didn't he have some of the weird like screams too? And
He would get hit in the back, and no matter where you hit him in the back, his shoulders would like go back, and he'd start prancing around. Oh, absolutely! So.
Right, he was awesome. Yeah.
Now, of course, everyone takes a good bump. There's been some ladders, some tables, some chairs. People that we didn't mention that obviously did some hardcore things, but we were talking about some brutal blood, real injury type matches that people put their bodies on the line. Shout out to Dudley Boys, Hardy Boys, Edge and Christian. But you know, all that was planned. There, some of these guys that we're talking about, they just did it just for the views of, you know, the people. And this was before internet.
Yep.
Some of them were way before internet.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
So, you know, Brody was on our list, but we couldn't figure out where to put him in the top 5. Abdullah the Butcher was in that on that list. So we just, it was hard to, you know, I like I was telling you know, I don't remember watching Brody because that was a little bit before my time.
Right.
And then he was also not on, you know, main TV so I didn't really get to see him until later in life. But yeah. So he's an honorable mention, but he's not on our list. So.
Right. Alrighty, fellas. Well, let's get into this. Come on, switch for me. There we go. Future wrestling predictions, fellas.
Go ahead, Jay. It's all you, bud.
Me? Future wrestling predictions is the fact that there's unfinished business with Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar needs to destroy Cody Rhodes, take that belt, have another run. I'm here for a Brock Lesnar run. I don't care how many runs that man gets. He's the beast incarnate.
Right.
But would also lead to the final matches of John Cena and maybe an 18th title run before. Not run, but at least winning the belt and leaving as the last real champion that he is.
I can see
it.
That's what I'm here for. I say sooner or later the Vision is not going to be the Vision. Just like they did with Judgment Day and Edge getting backstabbed by them. I say eventually Seth is backstabbed by the Brawns or Paul Heyman. I don't see that being one run.
I could see the Braun Breaker doing it and going off on his end, just had nothing, just going off. I can see that.
I say Stephanie is going to be a great women's champion for a while until Naomi comes back after pregnancy.
I would say back to the Brawnies. Brock Lesnar is going to be tied in somewhere with this.
Yeah.
I mean, you already saw he's tied in with Paul again, which leads to those two, and I could see either Brock's going to go after and crush Cody Rhodes, or Brock is going to go crush Seth Rollins. One of the two. It's going to happen.
I can see that. I was going to say what I have is I'm going to have to pay a lot of money from Chris from True North to get this tag team up and going. It's going to be a lot of money out of my pocket. I can see it now. Good work isn't cheap, and cheap work isn't good. So it's going to cost me some money. Right. No, but in reality, it's Cena's last opponent is going to be Brock Lesnar.
I think so too.
Yeah, I could see it at Saturday night's main event. So.
we've always said this too. Most guys on their retirement matches lose.
If they do that to Cena,
They do, yeah, but dude, they did it to Ric Flair. They've done it to
was in the
Goldberg.
face of the company.
Do you know how much of a face Ric Flair was of wrestling?
Sure.
Yeah, but
Wrestling?
that was his retirement match from WWE. He had that tag team
Right.
match or whatever.
Right.
He didn't
Right.
lose that one though.
But what I'm saying is if track record goes, retirement matches, he may lose.
He may.
He may
And
lose.
I mean,
You know?
I was expecting him to carry the title a little bit longer than he did, but
Right.
he lost the title. So
Right. You know, and I think, like you said too, and it kind of sucks. It screwed up the whole timeline. They shouldn't have turned him heel.
because you
Shouldn't have.
see what how much fun he's having as a
Right.
and I haven't seen him have this much fun as a face in
Right.
goodness how long, and
Right.
it's rubbing off on the crowd. The crowd is loving it. You know what I mean? Even though he looked like a giant banana coming out this past
Right.
weekend, but yeah.
I agree with this, but the only thing is Brock doesn't need it though.
No.
So
Brock doesn't need it.
what if we're completely wrong and it's not Brock as the last match? You know, I mean,
We've
when
been
you get-
wrong this whole time.
right. I mean, when you get ragdolled that bad against Brock, how do you come back, right? Because he has a track record of getting ragdolled by Brock, right?
Dogonomics.
Dude, if he couldn't do it in his prime, how's he going to do it when he's how old?
Yeah,
It's not. I mean, I would say this: if I was John Cena, okay, I would say, you know what? Give me one of your new up and comers coming up that's good with the crowd. Let me do that because I wouldn't want to wrestle Brock again.
I don't want to wrestle him in the first place.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, or maybe have the funniest match ever as your last match and wrestle R-Truth. have a fun match with R-Truth. Have it be stupid, hilarious, lots of comedy, and boom, you know?
I'll be right back.
So, I mean, I don't know. Because I don't see how they can make a match where John Cena wins clean against Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, this is true. This is true unless unless some shenanigans happen,
right?
You know, but we shall see. You know, we don't know anything what's going on because everybody's kept in the dark until 24 hours ahead of time.
You know, the other thing too is so with Brock being back, he's under contract. Is he one that can move? He can move freely between each show, or you know what I'm saying? Because if they do this draft, you know, if he gets drafted to one side or the other, I mean, because doesn't it seem like there are some superstars that no matter what they can just move back and forth?
Oh yeah, like Roman Reigns does that all the time. Yeah, Cody does that from time to time.
Yeah, all of them. So sometimes you kind of wonder, like, why is there even a draft? If you're allowed to go back and forth,
who knows? Who knows? I don't know.
Right.
But we shall see.
So here's one for you. Future prediction, because it's upcoming next Friday night. Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill.
Yes.
Let me ask you this though. So Tiffany wasn't cleared because I believe that match was supposed to be on WrestlePalooza.
That wouldn't surprise me if it was.
So I got a feeling Tiffany's dropping the belt and it's going to be Nia. Nia's going to
I hope so. Like, I really do. Like, Nia, you know, for all the bad things that people have to say about her, she's been putting in the work lately. Like, the last year and a half, she's been getting better and better and better and making everybody look good that she's going up against.
Right.
You know what I mean? She put out a promo a couple of days ago saying that she's the alpha female of the division. And I don't disagree with it. I mean, like, she's a big monster, a monster heel, and it's great. Like, she should have never been a face ever. She's not. Just like Charlotte Flair should never be a face.
Right.
Even though this one's a little bit different because she's not really Alexa got her to be a face. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
Right.
there's certain people that should never be faces, and Nia's one of them.
Right. Because here's the thing. I still don't, and the reason why I think Nia's going to win is I still don't think Jade Cargill is ready.
Yep.
I'll stick by this. I'm a Jade Cargill fan. She needs to win the mid card championship, run with it, see if she can handle it, get some more under her belt before they stick her.
And you know what? And what sucks is if Tiffany has to, lose the belt, it's gonna, and it kills me to say it is gonna go to Jade, just for the simple fact that they think she's the hottest star in the division right now.
But if you see though, they've kind of cooled her down some. I don't think I would say this: if they're smart, if they give her that belt, they've doomed her. She's not ready.
Okay? Yeah, this is true.
They doomed her. Right. Nia is ready. Nia's had it before.
Yep.
Nia can work with everybody. She makes everybody look good.
Yep.
Give it to Nia, let her run, and I say draft Jade over to Monday night and let her go after Becky's title.
Yeah, I can see that because Becky's a good enough worker to make her look good in that match. And then they can go from there. There's enough people over there, like mid-card talent, to actually make her look somewhat decent.
Right. Because the other thing about it is I think one of the hardest things that Jade's had to deal with is she wasn't a face in AEW. Yep. She was a heel. And I think a lot of her problem is that she can't be the heel, so I think that kind of screws her up in the ring because when she's a heel, I mean, yes, did they cherry pick her opponents in AEW? Sure they did, but she was a heel and she knew how to act.
Yep.
Hers a face, she still doesn't know how to act.
Nope.
So they need to let her heel turn.
She doesn't know how to play to the crowd. She still is in that heel mentality. She wants to be the cool heel, and it just doesn't work with her. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, she is just the face, not a face.
Right. That's okay though. When they reboot X-Men, they're gonna draw her. They're gonna put her as Storm, and she'll have a good movie career. So yeah. Yep. Uh-oh. What are you putting the cake time on again for, Jay? I wasn't even talking about cake.
Jade in a Storm outfit. Cake time.
Man. So Sasquatch, maybe we should switch it from how many times that Jay mentions the Wyatt Six to how many times he mentions cake or puts the cake glasses on.
Hey.
Oh, that's what we're gonna do. The Keiko-meter, yes.
The Keiko-meter. The Keiko-meter.
Yeah.
They're better than
you too. I'm gonna put that on there for you too,
here I am, minding my own business, being an angel, man.
Hold on.
Chilling over here.
Hold on. Yeah, hey, you guys have the button. I don't, so I get to say whatever I want. Right?
Oh man. And you can't bake that.
There you go.
Oh my God.
There you go.
All right.
And on that note, bye everybody.
How many?
It was 3.
3? I missed the third.
That doesn't count. That counts to the Keiko-meter.
I mean, it was Enzo style.
Doesn't count. All right, 4. The number I called 4. All right, fine.
4. Alrighty. I think Jay was too overpromised to do very little on her own.
Yeah,
I think they rushed her. I mean, I will stand by this. Is they should have, when they got her, they should have put her in NXT. They should have put her in NXT, let her learn down there. Should have gotten her ready. I mean, okay, they don't put her in NXT, but yet they take Jordan Grace, who is a champion, and Jordan Grace is still in NXT, not up on the WWE roster. But Jade was ready. I mean, she should have went to NXT. They should have gotten her ready and prepped. They didn't play the long game with her. They tried to play the short game payoff with her.
Yep, and it didn't work. Right. So, like I said, we shall see. It's going to be an interesting match, nonetheless. Like I said, hopefully my girl Naya gets it.
Right.
Uh,
Jay, what do you think? Next Friday night, it's Tiffy Stratton, Jade Cargill, and Nia Jax. Who's going to win?
I don't know. I think they're gonna give Naya another run.
Yep.
I would have to agree with Sasquatch.
Me too.
I think she's the veteran.
Right.
She did have an amazing run when she was champion. She is a
Right.
pretty big, unstoppable force in the female version. To me, she's the Brock Lesnar of the women, right? Like you can say, as good as Rhea is, and Rhea is a powerhouse, Nia is pretty beastly and unstoppable.
Well, I'll say this: Rhea was a powerhouse.
True.
She's not a powerhouse anymore. She's leaned down way too much.
Yeah.
She's not that beast that she used to be, which I think is better for her. I think her look now is better. But she's just not what she was.
Yeah.
You know?
Well.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we could be surprised, and they give it to Jade, and then all of a sudden now
That'll be the kiss of death right there. Kiss of death for her. Yep. She'll be going back to AEW in 3 months.
I also heard rumors that Tiffy's secret her service was getting another member. So there could be a big curve and Tiffy wins it because somebody helps.
Tiffy or Chelsea Green?
Oh, I'm sorry, Chelsea. So Tiffy keeps it, and then Chelsea Green brings all that back in because that was a decent feud. I didn't think I was gonna like Chelsea Green as much as I have.
Yeah, she's grown on me.
Yeah,
she's grown on me.
The only thing though is I think Tiffany is hurt.
Yeah,
I think she's gonna take a break. She's dropping it. This is just my opinion. I think she's gonna drop it, take a break for a while, heal up. You know, so yep. Who knows though? We're always wrong on everything. We got these awesome ideas, 100%. And then we're always wrong.
100%.
Just why don't Sasquatch? Why don't you dial up creative and say, listen, there's 3 guys on this show on Sunday nights that have some awesome storylines. Like, I'm gonna tell you what, we'd probably come like a quarter of the cost that they're paying all these other guys.
I would, but there's this little paper that they have against me where I can't contact them or be 1,200 miles or in the same state as them.
Well,
so if I were you, I would talk to the man above me and have him do it.
You can do all your work through online, so that way you're not in their presence.
I can't have any contact.
VPN.
I can't have any contact with them. Even though I can sneak into their headquarters anytime I want without being seen, it's not an issue.
Well,
I can't.
I think that eventually, fellas, we're going to go viral for all the shit talk that we talk about
100%.
the shows more than we are with our great predictions.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I'm here for.
And the day
I do 2 great things. I grow a great beard and I talk shit. That's all I do.
So we're going to go viral for the shit talking we do. And then the day that it happens, it's going to be over, how crap, I mean, everyone talks crap about this and that, but the day that the storyline goes that we called, and we're going to be like, they got it from us. They had to have gotten it from us.
Yeah. Oh, yes, 100%.
I mean, I know it's going to happen because Enzo's coming back. I've been predicting this for how long, right?
I'm out. Goodbye. That's it.
Bye, Jay. Bye, guys. See what you did, Jay? Man. See what you did?
You started this.
Oh. So, any final thoughts, Jay? Any final thoughts, Sasquatch? Any final thoughts?
Nothing really. Again, I love the reset after a good pay-per-view or a crappy pay-per-view to see where the stories are going to go.
Yep.
And if you don't watch wrestling, you can plug in and you haven't missed anything. You'll catch up real quick.
Exactly.
Right.
So,
or you can just tune into us and we'll catch you.
Tune into us, catch a highlight reel.
Yep.
I mean, that's fair, right?
We will be back next Sunday, telling you all the favorites and all our favorites of the highlights. I don't know what he's pointing at. Some crap.
What we haven't talked about is, are we doing a list next week?
We probably no. I'm gonna say no because I have no ideas, to be honest with you. Unless you guys have something to come up with, I am
Well, you know, this one down here always has ideas. So, all right, Jay.
best cake in the game. Is that what you do?
We try to keep it PG here, so no, that's for a whole nother show coming soon.
That is Suplex Syndicate after dark, right?
Yeah,
something like that.
Something like that.
Something like that.
It's in the works. Final thoughts for me. I'd say we'll see what's going on this week with the highlights. We'll see if Raw's anything. Yep. SmackDown probably going to be something. Right. What the story is going to build over, because now we are in War Game season, and that seems to be a good storyline build. I want to see what the teams are. We didn't talk about the Triple H versus Shawn Michaels team that's happening.
Right.
And the advertisement that they did on it, a lot of people are like, oh, Triple H is going to wrestle again. Shawn Michaels going to. I'm like, neither one of these men can wrestle again without dying in the ring.
Right. That's not going to happen.
Shawn Michaels can't walk, and Triple H has a pacemaker, right?
Yep.
Right.
So there is going to be a team Triple H, team Shawn Michaels, the man who started next to the man who took over next. I think that's going to be good. There's going to be a lot of call-ups coming up soon. I say Trick Williams is going up. He's going to lose that title. Then I just don't like if they're going to do a whole undisputed two belts in next.
Yeah.
Next is not the place to do two belts on one person.
No.
Again, check out Elegant Sasquatch on Etsy for some beard products, some great beard products in all three of our weekly rotations, but me and Dino's weekly rotation at least 2 or 3 times for me.
Yeah. I tell you, definitely all of Elegant Sasquatch's stuff is in my top 5. Whether I'm talking beard oils or beard wash, you will not be disappointed with his products. So, yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's my boy.
Thank you.
By the way, go on.
So, no list next week, Jay?
I'd say no list.
If we do come up with one, we'll post it on our social media so y'all can kind of think of something.
Speaking of social media, did y'all like that picture I did of us today?
Oh, dude, that was
I liked it. It was a good picture, man.
It only took me 2 hours and a few arguments with a computer.
That's about right.
You got an argument with ChatGPT?
Oh, I for the first time I actually cussed out ChatGPT, and I love how it apologized to me. So then I apologized to it. And
you actually had ChatGPT apologize to you?
Yeah.
Man, I've never had that happen before. I gotta get your skill set with ChatGPT. But any which way, man, I had a great time. I love this show. I love talking to you guys. I love the banter. I actually, my favorite part is when I get to hit the button and send Jay off here. That's pretty good, It's a pretty fun time, not gonna lie, right? Sorry, Jay, but
he's not sorry.
He's not sorry.
Anyway, what a fun.
What happened? He's just talking to himself.
All right. And on that note, I can't do a Dino / Santa Tom impersonation like they can, so
I'm back.
Or something. All right. Until next week, same bat time, same bat channel, 7:00 Sunday. We'll see you guys next week. Keep love present, or whatever Dino says, and all that jazz.
Hi, Jay. Bye, Jay.
Nice.